This section is going to deal with the care and feeding of your PC workstation. This is the backbone to the system. This is determining your speed and generally your reliability. To start with, I've removed the cover so you can get a pretty good look at what this thing looks like inside. Now, to start with, this is a military spec motherboard. It's the top of the line motherboard by Asus. They even issue a certificate of reliability for this particular motherboard with a 5-year warranty. It's their top of the line. I get this because they are so reliable. It's got a number of features that I won't get into right now. They're listed in your manual. Basic overview, it's a all-in-one water cooling system. So the CPU is water cooled. The graphics card is air cooled. There's a separate air cooler for your boot drive, your clone drive, your primary image drive over here. You've got an enterprise class 8 terabyte data drive. That's enterprise meaning a server, so it's designed to run 24/7. 1,000-watt power supply. You've got all the hydrodynamic fans in. You've got your wireless card. This is the 2080 Ti card. Removable dust filters on the front, on the back, and on the top. The top filter is magnetically mounted, and simply you take it off and wash it once a year. This has 2 little points on it. You press them in, and this thing comes out, and you can wash it, and you just clip it back on. It's got an optical drive, and this is something that I'm putting in. This is a removable SATA drive. This is a 500 gig Samsung Evo 860 drive. When you plug it into the computer, it sees it just like any other SATA drive. You can throw images on it really fast. And when you want to transfer those images to another computer, you've got this, which is basically, it's a USB 3 cable, plugs into this. You can take it to any laptop, any other desktop, and transfer all your images off. When you're done, you simply take this off and put the drive back in here. It's hot swappable. I can put this drive in, the machine's running. I can plug this drive in right now. The machine will start to see it. You see the little lights blinking over there? Now, I'm not showing this, but I've got a monitor, and the window pops up saying, would you like to see what's in that drive? So the clone drive is activated. It is also hot swappable, and it's activated by this switch. When I turn this switch, it activates a red LED. Now there's the other window saying you want to open that drive. Windows sees this. This is a clone drive. This is an exact copy of your hard drive. In the unlikely event of a catastrophic failure where this drive goes out, you can start up the clone drive, and it is, as of today, an exact copy with all of your software. Everything's registered, everything's licensed. It's a go-to run. So your downtime is not days, it's in seconds. So that is a fail-safe backup. You would normally never have that on. The only time you'd have that on is if you needed it. Now, another reason to use the clone drive, in the event you get a bad update for Windows, which has been known to happen, where it crashes your system and you have to wait till Microsoft gets things sorted, boot from the clone drive because it didn't have that bad update. If somebody comes in and gets creative with your programs and starts dragging and dropping and somehow corrupts the drive, don't worry about it. Boot from the clone drive because everything works on that drive. It's a fail-safe backup. That's it. There's not much more to it than that. The details of the hardware, the memory, and all that stuff is in your manual. It's a very robust machine, very fast, but it runs very cool. So you should have no issues with this whatsoever, and it should last you for many years of happy shooting. Another sweet part of this computer is the programmed backlit keyboard. We have to thank the gamers for that. This is a SteelSeries keyboard. Aside from the pretty colors, it's all backlit. The important part of this, when you're shooting, you're typically shooting in a dimly lit room. So I have my keys backlit. I've asked it to give me specific colors. So my launch keys and my duty keys for my software are green. My F keys are a different color, my keyboard keys. So you can separate things out. You can pick whatever colors you want. I'll get into the detail of this a little later and what these keys all do. They're all listed in your manual, but as we're doing demo shots, you'll be able to see how I'm accessing these keys. It's a fantastic little keyboard. It's got the latest firmware, and you've also got a SteelSeries mouse that is fantastic, and it works with this keyboard. Both of them have the latest firmware and updates, so yeah, they're perfect.